RECVR fam? My name is James Logan. I'm here at the RECVR Lounge today to give you a little background story about how I came into the RECVR fam and how it basically changed my whole entire life. I am a former client and I'm still a current client here at RECVR Lounge. And also I will be running the Midtown location that will be opening up in a few weeks, so keep your eyes open for that. A little bit about myself. I was a former college athlete, played a little bit of basketball for a few years. I was always in tune with my body, in tune with my injuries. I knew when I was injured and when I was actually hurt. So I would say about 3 or 4, actually probably 5 years ago, I obtained an injury in my ankle. I had 2 partial tears in my ankle. It was a big setback for me, mentally and physically. Basically, I knew that I was extremely injured, but every place that I would go to, they would tell me, nah, it's just a light sprain, you know, you don't need surgery, you should be fine. We do a little bit of physical therapy and you'll be back in less than like 2 or 3 weeks. So I was like, all right, cool, no problem. Went to my first physical therapy office, everything was okay, and then 2 weeks after my treatment, it was back to going to literally the absolute worst pain I've ever had, to the point where I couldn't even push off. It felt like my whole entire Achilles would pop if I would even sprint, jog, do any type of movement that I was used to doing. So after that, you know, I got a little down mentally. So I went to another physical therapy office at that. I got another opinion from another physical therapy office. I did the same thing over there, corrective exercises. Didn't really do a lot of soft tissue work. What I noticed over there from when I came to RECVR was the attention to detail, the attention to actually caring for your client, actually wanting your client to be better, to get healthy, and not just look at them as a price or a dollar sign. I would say I went through about 2 years of that, on and off physical therapy offices, going to doctors, debating in my mind if I wanted to get surgery or not. And I was literally at my peak where I was about to cave in and get surgery. And then one of my friends, who's also a client here, he told me to come check out the spot, told me that he had some knee injuries in the past, and that Dr. Bobby and his team has gotten him back to where he needed to be. So I came over here the first day, talked with Dr. Bobby about my injury, broke down to him everything, showed him my MRI, told him what the other physical therapy offices were doing with me at that time. And literally everything that he did with me was completely different from what they did. Literally, I had no movement, no rotation in my ankle. I couldn't play basketball, I couldn't run like I told you before. After the first day, I did a little bit of flossing technique for my ankle to get mobility back and blood flow back in my ankle. Did a few other exercises. And then in that same day, this is what shook my mind. This is what literally was like, wow, RECVR is the spot to be at. The same day that I did all of that, I was back on the court, doing exercises, doing a little bit of drills, doing stuff that I haven't done in 3 years up until that point. So right then and there, I was like, wow, it's amazing. I have to come here every day. I got to keep up. I have to maintain. And that's literally how our relationship started. From there, I saw consistency, not only through Dr. Bobby, who was pushing me and pushing my program, but also the care and attention that they showed me. Like I told you before, I would go to other physical therapy offices and they would look at you as another dollar sign, or they would take care of you, but been handling like 10 or 12 other people at the same time so that you wouldn't have that real connection. And what a lot of people don't talk about when you're trying to recover or when you're trying to get back to a point in your life is that the mental aspect affects you just as much as your physical aspect. So if I'm going to a place and I'm only getting seen, I'm getting touched maybe 30 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes here, and then you're jumping to the next person, you're not getting that connection with your client. And that's what I saw as a huge difference in recovery from other places. So with all that being said, RECVR really changed my life, literally. Now I'm on peptide therapy, I'm playing basketball on a more regular basis. There was a point in time even where I was wearing 2 ankle braces, literally an ankle brace on one ankle and an ankle brace on the other, just to stop my other leg from compensating from my injury. So going from that to now being basically, I have no restraints, I can move easily, like life-changing. So like we always say, better recovery, better performance, best in sports, we out.
My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen got me trying to get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my core, high step, it's a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a train.
All right, guys, so as you know, you heard the story with James Logan, how he came full circle of everything. He had tears in his peroneals, so that caused a real issue of stability in the foot and the ankle. I was really teaching him how to drive through the foot, right? After the initial phases, the first 8 weeks, getting blood flow in there, really building that foundational strength that we talk about in Recover all the time. Running through the big toe, getting that stability into the middle of the foot, working on intrinsics, working on your ankle range of motion, so that way you're working how to move up the chain efficiently. I did that with Logan, and now Logan's a part of our team, which is so huge. We love what he brings to the table, and as you know, guys, it's better recovery, better performance, best in sports, we out.
We full of life, you keep the change, keep the change. They hate and say we went and changed. I stay the same, you must be blinded by the